Raida. You have to put Raida.
ओम नमो लुए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती हरियंताणम नमो लुए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती सिद्धाणम नमो लुए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती आयर्याणम नमो लुए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती उज्जायाणम नमो लुए सर्वत्र कालवर्ती श्रावणम ओंकारं बिंदु संयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनं कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः नमः समय साराय स्वानुभूत्या चकासते चित् स्वभावाय भावाय सर्वभावान्तरच्छिदे अज्ञानतिमिरन्धनं ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ॐ नमः सिद्धेभ्यो ॐ नमः सिद्धेभ्यो Om Sri Sudatmane Namaha. Jai Jinendra. So today is January 10th, 2026, Saturday, and we are continuing our class on Chhadhaala. We are on Dhala number 2, and we are almost at the tail part of Dhala number 2. What does Dhala number 2 shows? Basically, it shows the root cause of my suffering in this transmigration. Since time infinite, I'm suffering birth and death, birth and death, birth and death, and that misery is there just because I'm hungry and didn't get a food. I'm thirsty, didn't get a water. I don't have a roof over my head. I don't have clothes on my body. These are not the suffering. But the root cause of all those things, root cause of all the four gatis, miseries, is one thing that's called mithyatva. Wrong faith, wrong concept, mithyatva. So second Dhala describes mithyatva in great detail, and in that one, Daulat Ramji gave his own definition, classification of mithyatva here. The varieties of ways mithyatva can be defined. So over here it's been defined this way. Agrahit mithyatva and grahit mithyatva. Inborn wrong concept and acquired wrong concept. Two major divisions of the wrong concept. मिथ्यात्व के दो भाग बताए, अग्रहित मिथ्यात्व और ग्रहित मिथ्यात्व. Now, in each section, grahit and agrahit mithyatva, inborn and acquired wrong concept, the three subdivisions he is making it. Wrong faith, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. Mithya darshan, Mithyagyaan, MithyaCharitra. In the agrahit mithyatva, Mithya darshan, Mithyagyaan, MithyaCharitra, in the grahit mithyatva. So we have total 6 subdivisions are there that we are working with. Out of which majority of these stanzas Daulat Ramji gave in a inborn wrong belief, agrahit mithya darshan. And agrahit mithya darshan, he gave us, he told us that to have wrong faith in nine tattva. So nine tattva wrong faith was described. So here now we have done the inborn wrong concept, means wrong belief, wrong knowledge, wrong conduct. Now we are in the acquired wrong belief, grahit mithyatva. We have finished grahit mithya darshan. Now we are on grahit mithyagyaan chapter. And then we'll do grahit MithyaCharitra chapter. And then concluding remark will come. So now, for the delay, I'll bring the slides and we'll continue from where we were left out last time. One second, give me 1 second. We are on the 13th stanza we were talking last week. So let's play this stanza first and listen to that one. Slideshow. Okay.
विषयादिक पोषक प्रशस्ति कपिलादि रचित अभ्यास सोहे कुबोध बहुदेन त्रास
एकांतवाद दूषित समस्त विषयादिक पोषक अप्रशस्त कपिल सुत को अभ्यास है कुबोध बहुदेत त्रास. What it says over here, we are talking about Mithyagyaan. Mithyagyaan. Grahit Mithyagyaan. Grahit Mithyagyaan. So, he is giving some example. Kapiladi Rachit Sutra. So, the one, and there is a very important word comes, Ekantvad over here. What is this Ekantvad and all this? That's what we'll talk about. Let's see what it says over here. One second, I'm missing some of my slides. Here they are. Okay. Stop share. Same thing comes here again. 1 second, give me 1 second. I need to rearrange my things here with the slides. Some mix-up has occurred. Your recording is okay. All right. So what we are seeing over here is these things. The meaning of this stanza, meaning of this, Akshitaji, you can see this slide right now, right?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. The meaning is on the 13th stanza, reality comprises of multiple components. Reality, existence of a thing. This is the phone, it's an existence. This is a pencil. This is my shirt. This is computer. These are lights. There's a camera. There's a books. They are reality. They are there, but they have multiple components. For example, let's say you want to know me, Kirit. How will you know? People who don't know me at all, they only know that he comes on Saturday class and he conducts Dhaal 2 on Saturday. That's all you know about me. But my family member, my wife and my kids, they know me a lot more about me. Who am I? Where was I born? What's my birth date? What did I study? Where did I live? When did I come to US? What did I practice? What am I doing right now? All those multifaceted things about my personality, they know about me. And that's called complete knowledge about me. And that is called Praman Gnan, comprehensive knowledge, Praman Gnan. To know me from all the angles. Now, to know me from all the angles. If there's a doctor, he will know that I was a physician before. When I go to Songat, they say this person is a abhyasi, tattva abhyasi. When I go to my son's place, I'm considered as a daddy. When I'm with my grandkids, I'm considered as a grandfather. So I have multiple personalities, and sometimes you are making one personality prominent and other secondary. If I'm among the group of physicians, my friends, then I am a physician, period. That's it. That is made principle. Whose son I am, whose father I am, whose grandchild I am, whose grandfather I am. That all those things are made secondary. But somebody knows me from multifaceted thing. That's why he or she will know one aspect of it. You have an apple on the table. You know this apple. It's certain shape, that's why it's apple number 1. Certain color, that's why it's apple number 2. When you cut, there are seeds inside, that's why it's apple. When you eat it, it's a sweet in taste, that's from the taste perspective. When you go to the apple orchard and you see the tree with the apples, that's an apple on the tree. Apple fell down on the ground, and that's an apple on the ground. So many different ways you know an apple. That's called multiple components. the reality means apple comprises multiple components. Similarly, when we come to soul, our whole idea is to come to soul. What is the multifaceted things present in the soul? तो आत्मा को सभी दृष्टि से जानना, उसको प्रमाण ज्ञान कहेंगे. To know the soul from every angle is called comprehensive knowledge. For example, soul is eternal. Soul has infinite attributes. Soul has modification occurring at each moment. Each modification has each samay modification occurs. That is 3 component: vyay, utpad and dravya. Cessation, origination, constancy, etc. things. Soul has an innumerable space point. Soul continues to transmigrate in the universe. Soul has a rag and dvesh. Soul can remove his rag and dvesh and can have a right faith. Soul can become liberated. Transmigrated soul is impure. Aryan Siddha soul is pure. All this multifaceted thing about the soul that you know about, that is called reality, means the soul comprises multiple components. आत्मा में अनंत एंगल से जानना पड़ेगा. इसलिए श्रीमद जी ने कहा है, जेम जेम उस सूक्ष्म विचार थी ઊંડો ઉતરું છું, તેમ તેમ તમારા તત્વના ચમત્કારો મારા સ્વરૂપનો પ્રકાશ કરે છે. Means soul is a soul to start with. A newborn child, mother talks to the child who doesn't understand anything. Forget about child. When the child is in the womb, mother is reading the good scriptures so that child can understand those things in the womb. Now the child is born. Mother says, હું જીવ છું, હું અજીવ નથી, મારામાં જ્ઞાન છે, મારામાં સ્પર્શ રસ ગંધ વર્ણ નથી. These are બાલપોથી, from સોનગઢ બાલપોથી. मैं जीव हूं, शरीर अजीव है, जीव में ज्ञान है, शरीर में ज्ञान नहीं है. These are the things taught to the child from the very beginning. That's all child knows. Child knows that he's been taught from the very beginning. I'm the soul. I'm conscious soul. I have knowledge. I'm not the body. I don't have touch, taste, sense, etc. of things within me. These are the things very first time you are teaching the child. You are showing the reality, multiple components of the reality you are teaching this child. Then when he grows up, he goes to Pathshala, he learns a lot more about soul. What about the soul as a substance? What about soul as an attribute? What about soul as a modes and everything? Utpat, Vyay, Dravya, etc., etc. So, reality comprises multiple components. The false preceptor proposes only one such component. False preceptor are the one that they will say, soul and body are one only. In this fifth ara, there is no Keval Gyan. For preceptor says, in fifth ara, there is no Keval Gyan. So don't worry about soul and everything. Body, you have it. Work with the body. You make this body mortification. And that is a religion. This is entirely wrong. He's a false preceptor. He's teaching wrong thing. He doesn't give advice about the nature of the soul. Lots of people believe today Samaisar is meant for only Muniraj to study. It's not meant for the householder to study Samaisar. Those people who speak that way, they forget that Kunkunacharya Dev said, I am writing this scripture for Apratibuddha. Means people like us in the first Gunsthana. He wrote down for us. And now people say, no, it's only for the monks. You don't touch Samaisar. They are false preceptors. They just propose only body activity is a dharma. You do upvas, ekasan, samaik, pratikaman, fasting, 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 8 days, 15 days, 30 days, whatever. They are teaching us that working on the body, you can get Samyak Darshan. Body is achetan, body is non-conscious, body has no knowledge, and now you are working on that matter object. Body is non-living, body is transient. Birth means association of the body with the with the soul. Dissociation means soul and body are separated. That's called death. But body is transient, soul is eternal, and nobody will be talking about that soul. In early 90s, I'd gone to listen to somebody. He was called Jainacharya. 3 days of lectures, 2 hours, 3 days of lectures. Twice a day, 2 lectures a day. 6 hours of lectures I heard. Imagine word Atma was said once only, once. I'm the living proof I have heard that. Once only. The thing which is there, which is me, my nature. 6 hours you are talking. And once only you say there is a soul. All the time, body is this, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do bodily function, this and that. False preceptors. False preceptor propose only one such component and make us believe it to be the whole reality. Remember over here, Jain principle believes in anekant. Anekant principle, multifaceted reality. So, soul is eternal also. At the same time, soul is transient also. Wait a second. How can you say two things? You say soul is eternal and soul is transient. How can two things be? They're totally exactly opposite two things, two exact opposite reality. Yes, that's true. A given entity has two opposite things residing and presenting at the same time is called anekant. Let me repeat, this is very important definition. A given reality means a given reality has an exact two opposite component present at the same time is called anekant. Means soul is eternal and soul is transitory. Both are occurring at the same time. From the substance perspective, soul is eternal. Soul present in a nigod, soul present in one sense, two sense, three sense, four sense, five sense, living being, human, hell, heaven, subhuman, all this living being. Samyak Drashti Ji, Muniraj, Aryan Bhagwan, Siddha Bhagwan, they all have soul as eternal thing. At the same time, soul is transitory also. I'll give one example just to understand that part. Remember, example is given to prove the point, prove the principle. So, try not to dissect the example. Example is given for us to understand. So, my name is Kirit. When I was born 78 years back, I was given the name as Kirit. When I was a toddler, I was called Kirit. When I was in primary school, Kirit. Middle school, Kirit. High school, same. College, same thing. Med school, same. Medical practice, same. Retirement, same. So, Kirit remains same throughout 78 years. Nitya, 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 Nitya. But keeps on changing every moment from childhood to early adulthood to full adulthood to practice, medical practice, and then to retire, now here. So the changes occurred within this guy, but this guy remained constant throughout. Even right now, right now, you guys have evening there about 8:30 p.m. onwards. Right now, here it's at 8 o'clock morning. After the class is over, I'll have my breakfast done. I'll do some reading. I'll make some phone calls. I'll go out in the car. My grandchild has a birthday today, so we'll go to that gathering. In the evening, we have another gathering. So changes occurred in a day for me, but the day remains same for me. Today is Saturday, 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 Saturday. Similarly, soul is a soul is a soul is a soul forever. Changes keeps on occurring in the soul. So one has to teach everything. One has to believe the reality from all the components. And that is called true learning and true teaching. But false preceptor proposes only one such component and makes one to believe the whole reality. That is wrong. And furthermore, not only he proposes, but he also creates the scripture which fits the passion and sensual pleasures. You don't have to go nowhere. You have the TV remote control with you. Put any of the Indian serial. They all will say, anyone you open, I can challenge you. At least minimum one time in that 30 minutes of episode. Minimum one time it will come. Oh my God, I'm passing through the hell. I'm passing through problem. Please help me out. And the God will help that person out. Jainism says one substance cannot help other substance. Period. Now, in this TV serial, you see, oh Bhagwan, you help me out, and Bhagwan helps that person out. Even the villain also will say, oh God, help me out to finish my villain act. I mean, come on. You are creating such scripture which fills your anger, deceit, ego, greed, and also sensual pleasure. These are wrong scriptures. To believe, to teach, to learn, this type of messages is known as acquired wrong knowledge. Grahit Mithyagyaan. Grahit Mithyagyaan. That produces wrong information to me. It does not create the whole picture of who am I. From the soul substance perspective, I'm eternal. From modification perspective, I'm transient. I'm both the things at the same time. One has to understand those are the right scriptures. Everything else is wrong scripture. If it only gives one facet only, there's a wrong scripture. I have a non-Jain friends, Vedanti friends. When we talk about it, Vedanta believes soul is eternal only. There is no multiple component in the soul. Soul has one component, eternity, period. That's it. Soul doesn't do anything. Soul is eternal, period. That's it. That's it. That's it. Atma Nitya Hi hai. Bas, that's it. वो क्या कहेगा मुझे? अरे किरीट, तू जो जैनिज्म की बात करता है हमारे वेदांत में वो ही बात है। क्योंकि समय समय में आत्मा की नित्यता की ऊपर की बात आई है, अनित्यता को गौण किया है। वहां पर आत्मा नित्य ही है, यहां पर आत्मा नित्य भी है। ही और बी का डिफरेंस है। सो नॉट दैट दे आर रॉन्ग, they are not complete. That's it. I don't have right to say you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong. No, I have no right to say. I have to understand that they are incomplete. What I have is a complete thing. That too, don't accept blindly. You try to prove it yourself. Raise the question. Ask the question. These are the modalities that we have it. You may be able to ask questions, clarify your doubts about it. So, if the scriptures are written that God is a creator, God is a maintainer, God is a destroyer, God helps me out, those are all false scriptures. Bodies function and that's why you can get benefit to the soul. That's a wrong information, wrong concept, wrong knowledge. That's called acquired wrong knowledge. Grahit Mithyagyaan. This type of knowledge brings intense misery. Because it's a Mithyagyaan. Mithya means wrong. It's a false knowledge. It's called agyan, ignorance. And ignorance brings misery. Ignorance continues transmigration. One keeps on suffering forever and ever and ever. That's a Mithyagyaan. In but the 11th, 12th stanza we had seen Grahit MithyaCharitra. Grahit Mithya Darshan. कुदेव कुगुरु कुधर्म की श्रद्धा करना, उसको ग्रहित मिथ्या दर्शन कहा था। यहां पर जो शास्त्र मुझे एक पॉइंट से ही बताते हैं, एकांतिक व्यू से बताते हैं, उसको यहां पर मिथ्या ज्ञान कहा है। Acquired wrong concept has three components. Acquired wrong faith, faith in the wrong Lord, false teacher, false scripture. Acquired wrong knowledge means the scripture which are teaching me one-sided view only. Now we are going to go to the third part. MithyaCharitra. 14th stanza we are going to go through it. Let me bring that one now. Okay, so 14th stanza, let's listen to the stanza.
जो ख्याति लाभ पूजादि चाह, धरि करन विविध विध देह दाह। आत्म अनात्म के ज्ञानहीन
जो ख्याति लाभ पूजादि चाह धरि करण विविध विविध विध देहदा. If I'm going to be doing this kind of mortification of body, not only hanging upside down from the tree, but having fire around me. When somebody is doing that, he is doing for the name and fame. People say, oh my God, look at this person. It's an extreme cold with no clothes and he's hanging upside down the tree and he's meditating and there's a fire, etc., etc. By doing this one, he gets a name and fame. People worship him. We had one person came to USA a few years back. He said he has never eaten a food at all for several years. And he looks at sun rays and he gets energy from that. Now people are crazy for that person. Whoa, 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 he's the greatest of the great guy. One of my friends said that that particular person was staying at our place. Now, this is what my friend has said, and he has no reason to tell me anything wrong, right? He said, Kiritbhai, that person was staying at my place and I was passing through. He didn't realize that I was passing through and I have seen him eating food. But he says that I'm getting energy from the sun rays and I never ate the food for last 20, 30, whatever years. Anyway. People go crazy behind such people. In Jaina convention, there was another Baba came. And he will touch you and $100 bill comes out. People went crazy behind this person. Because he's showing chamatkar. So much that in the Jaina convention for all the teachers and dignitaries, there is a separate room for food, etc., or relaxing, etc. So this Baba came to their room and he was sitting there and then he left. After 5, 10, 15 minutes, some lady comes and says, Sir, was that Baba here? Who? Oh, the guy with the beard. Yeah, he was here. Where was he sitting? On this chair. So she started worshipping chair as if the chair. Can you imagine stupidity of the people? If that guy can take $100 bill out touching you, why should he be here? He should keep on touching himself and get $100 bill every second and he can become billionaire, trillionaire. Do we ever think this way? Another reality I'm telling you, and I think this was in Bangalore area. No, Hyderabad area. I'm sorry, Hyderabad area. One of my colleague, he is a South Indian person from Andhra Pradesh. He's a cardiologist, and he goes there to one of the prominent hospital of one guru. And he has so much faith that he said, Kirit, I went and worked in this hospital free of charge, and I know this guru very well. And he touched me, and a gold watch came out, and he gave me that watch. So he told one of his another colleague also, cardiac surgeon, that, hey, listen, you come with me and you meet my guru. So this cardiac surgeon meets the guru, and guru touches him, and a watch comes out, silver color watch. That cardiac surgeon kind of showed little kind of displeasure because he was expecting gold color, gold watch. Baba said, oh, okay, I'll get you. Can you imagine you worship these people? So they are, if they are doing all these things, so they do all mortification or chamatkar and all kind of surprises they do. So they do all those things, bodily activity, but atam anatam ke gyanhin. They don't know what is Atma and what is Anatma. Anatma means non-soul entity. They don't know that part. So whatever they do is all useless. Knowing the soul, experiencing the soul is the most important thing one has to do in this life. There's no other choice. In our temple, when we do puja, when we doing the earth, like the ninth stanza, like Mahavir Puja, we just do is arga ka kya mulya hai. In Rishabdev Pujan, we just do Suchi Niramala Niramas Gandha Suakshat, etc. In Devsatra Guru Puja, we sing that Kshana Bhara Nija Rasako Pi Chetan, whatever. When we do those that ninth stanza, afterwards we sing one extra line. It says, बड़े भाग्य से नरतन पाया जिनवाणी की राह मिली जिनवर की पूजा करने को श्रावक कुल पर्याय मिली. I'm absolutely fortunate that I became a human being, number one. बड़े भाग्य से नर्तन पाया. And then on top of it, icing on the cake, Jinwani ki raah mili. I have the Jinwani available that I can touch, I can read, I can recite, I can teach. All those things. बड़े भाग्य से नर्तन जिनवाणी की राह, जिनवर की पूजा करने को श्रावक कुल पर्याय मिली. I'm born in the Shravak family. It doesn't have to be born in Shravak family. But when you have the proper understanding of reality and you follow that one, Gurudev Sri Kanji Swami for 45 years taught us fearlessly. He didn't care for society, what society will feel if I speak this way or that way. He fearlessly presented the facts in front of us. Remember, you may say, why Gurudev Kanji Swami, why Gurudev you are talking about? When I came to this country in 1972, I was totally atheist. I didn't believe in a God, religion, nothing. And I came to the new world and I thought I have achieved everything. I'm greatest of the great and everything. That kind of euphoria lasted for a few years. Then I realized that for peace of mind, one has to follow some sort of spirituality. And I end up following Gurudev's Tattvagyan again. I started all this thing voluntarily when I was atheist on the other side. And now I'm on this side only because of me. With my own wish and will, I'm doing it. Nobody asked me to do either way, but I'm doing it my way. Right way. Following Gurudev's Tattvagyan. Understanding. Digesting. Putting into my daily affair of life. It gives me tremendous peace of mind. I don't care if I have to die tomorrow morning. It doesn't make any difference because he has taught me how to live and also how to die in an absolute nice way. So I'm not worried about khyati, labh or puja. Somebody will worship me. So I'll get some benefit. Or I'll get name and fame, etc. I don't have to worry. What does that name and fame will do it? I can ask you today. Give me name of 5 billionaires 500 years back. Do you remember anybody's name? No. Because so what? The people came and went and came. But Mahavir, who was born in the princely place, he had everything and more at his disposal. And he gives up everything. Naked saint, he goes into the jungle and meditates and self-realizes himself. And end up getting omniscience knowledge. And now he is residing in Siddhashila with permanent everlasting happiness. That's what I have to do it. That's what Mahavir taught us, that this is the way I did. You can walk on the same path. You can be also happy. That's what he tried to tell us. This is stanza 14 saying about my actions. Without knowing soul, every other action is useless. That's what he tried to say here. The person does not have proper knowledge of the realities that we talked in the 13th stanza. Soul is eternal and soul is transitory. Soul from substance perspective is eternal. Soul from modal perspective is transient. So I have to understand that reality. Therefore, he does not know that. Therefore, he doesn't understand the true nature of discriminatory science. There's a typo over here. It should be science. Vedavigyan. What is this new word? Vedavigyan. Vedavigyan, discriminative science, means I am the soul and I'm not the body. That kind of knowledge, that kind of understanding, that kind of lifestyle, that is called discriminative science. Muni Parshnath, he is in his own meditative state on the 6th and 7th Gunsthana, and Kamat from the previous life is giving lots of calamities for him. But Muni Parshnath is in a blissful state. Bodily discomfort he doesn't perceive at all. That's called discriminative science. Let's presume. Let's take the example of Akshita Didi. She is doing a surgery right now. She is in the operating room right now. A complicated case she is working, and she has taken the challenge. She said, I'm going to do this operation. While she is conducting operation, in that operating room, there's a pipe music going on, soft music going on. Is she listening to that music at the time? Music is going on, but she's so engrossed in her work that she doesn't listen, even though the sounds are coming to her ears. That's called discriminative science. Just to have over here, soul and body are separate to experience that thing. That's called discriminative science. Even though I have a physical body, even though Samyak Drashti Jiva is physical body, even though Muniraj is a physical body, even though Aryan Bhagwan is a physical body, but they have separated themselves from the soul, from the physical body. That's called discriminative science. Do you have it? Do I have it? Did I learn about it? So I have to learn about it and try to understand about it. So discriminative science between soul and matter, between soul and body. Body is matter. As a result, he adores the wealth. See, remember, he does not have proper discriminative science. The person does not have that discriminative science, does not have, negative sentences going on, does not have discriminative science. So then, he doesn't understand that as a result, he adores the wealth, body, senses, self-fame, respect, pride, etc. So I'm looking for, because when I say body and soul are same, that means I'm looking for wealth, about the maintenance of body. My eyes has to be strong, ear has to be strong, etc. My face, name go with me, because all these things, because I don't have this discriminative science. I don't know who am I. He performs the activities of mortification of body without understanding the discriminative knowledge. All these activities fulfill his desires. This is the acquired wrong concept, wrong conduct. You conduct of the body, everything for the sake of my body. As soon as class is over, I'll be able to take a breakfast. Remember, 8:30 morning here, that's why. So, then I will do this, I'll do all bodily activity, I'll do exercise, bodily activity. Not to know I'm the soul and not the body. So to do all the physical work for the physical body and not to know the soul, that is called acquired wrong conduct, MithyaCharitra. So over here we have the acquired wrong faith, acquired wrong knowledge, acquired wrong conduct. That chapter is becoming over. And then I know time is up. Give me 1 second. I want to play this stanza for you, if it can play. Well, it doesn't want to play. ते सब मिथ्या चरित्र त्याग अब आत्म के हित पंथ लाग जगजाल भ्रमण को देहु त्याग अब दौलत निज आत्म सुपाग. This is the concluding stanza, concluding stanza, Daulat Ramji says, this way I'm giving up my acquired wrong conduct, and now I'm going to go on the path of the purity of the soul, and I'm giving up the delusion about this worldly affair, and I will be getting engrossed in my soul. So, oh, it's there. Okay, good.
ते सब मिथ्याचारित त्याग, अब आत्म के हित पंथ लाग। जग जाल भ्रमण को देहु त्याग, अब दौलत निज आत्म सुभाग।
So, these all constitute wrong conduct and must be abandoned. And now follow the path of salvation for soul's emancipation. O Daulat means the author himself, he's talking to himself. Dissociate yourself from the wandering of mundane need and engage well in your soul. Get out of this mundane existence and get engaged into your purity of the soul. This is your concluding stanza on Dhala 2. So over here we are finishing Dhala 2, and our class is also, time is also up. So we'll stop over here. If there's any question, we can take it. Question regarding this class or question regarding any prior classes also.
So I have a question. When we say anekant and we say two components, so components matlab uske does it also mean two perspectives of the same thing?
एक ही पर्सपेक्टिव को दो एंगल से देखना, वो भी अनेकांत हो जाएगा। यानी कि देखो, अनेकांत का दो मीनिंग है, अनेकांत, अनेकांत। अन प्लस एकांत इज अनेकांत। अन मीन्स नन, एकांत मीन्स वन साइडेड व्यू, नॉट टू हैव वन साइडेड व्यू ओनली। आत्मा में ज्ञान ही है, आत्मा में श्रद्धा ही है, बस इतना ही है। आत्मा में ज्ञान किसी का कुछ नहीं है, ऐसा कहना भी वो एकांत हो जाएगा। तो आत्मा में ज्ञान है, दर्शन भी है, चारित्र है, अस्तित्व है, वस्तुत्व है, प्रमेयत्व है, सुख गुण है, ये सबको कहना वो अनेकांत हो जाएगा। बट दूसरी डेफिनेशन जो अमृतचंद्र आचार्य ने दी है, जो समयसार की परिशिष्ट में दिया है, वो अनेक अंत, अनेकांत और अनेक अंत। अनेक अंत यानी कि एक एक करके उसको लेना, क्या आत्मा में ज्ञान है, दर्शन है, चारित्र है, इस तरह से लेना, उसको अनेक अंत कहा। बट अनेकांत यानी कि मैं आत्मा अकेला नित्य ही है और आत्मा अकेला अनित्य ही है, ऐसा एकांत मत मानना। उसको एकांत कहा और उसको नहीं मानना, उसको अनेकांत कहा। जैन सिद्धांत प्रश्नोत्तर माला में सेकंड पार्ट में 104 आई थिंक 110 क्वेश्चन से चालू होता है, अनेकांत की बात होती है, अनेकांत स्याद्वाद, वो पढ़ना बहुत अच्छा है। Actually, prior to this class, I was taking Pravachan class in a Philadelphia group, and we were talking ekant, anekant, so that's why everything is very, very fresh in my mind about those scriptures and verities. So, अनेकांत का दो अर्थ होगा। अनेक अंत यानी कि अंत यानी कि गुण, अनेक आत्मा में गुण है, उसको एक एक करके लेना, उसको भी अनेकांत कहा। और अनेकांत यानी कि आत्मा नित्य है, आत्मा अनित्य भी है, आत्मा नित्य भी है। दोनों ऑपोजिट वस्तु को एक साथ लेना उसको अनेकांत कहा। आत्मा एक भी है द्रव्य अपेक्षा से, आत्मा अनेक है गुण अपेक्षा से। आत्मा में अनेक गुण है इसलिए अनेक कहा। इस तरह से हमको देखने का है, बराबर।
Yes, sir.
तो अनेकांत का सब्जेक्ट बहुत गहरा है, थोड़ा सा हमने लिया, मगर वो अब पहले आप ये जैन सिद्धांत प्रश्नोत्तर माला में से देखो।
Okay.
ये आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझाएगा कि इसमें क्या आता है। लेट्स सी, हाँ, जैन सिद्धांत प्रश्नोत्तर माला में क्वेश्चन नंबर 101 से चालू होता है। चैप्टर नंबर 9 अनेकांत और स्यादवाद अधिकार, वो सोनगढ़ से पब्लिश हुई बुक है। एंड उसका पेज नंबर है 67 पेज। So read that one. That will give lots of information, lots of idea, right?
Okay.
So what are we going to do from next week? Are we taking any more? I mean, this is chapter 2 is over. We start with chapter 2. Do we want to start with chapter
Sir,
3
I'll
or?
connect with you. I'll connect with you in person and we'll discuss how to go about it next.
No problem. Okay. All right. Thanks, Peter. Okay. Chala. Can you do the closing, please?
Yes, sir. जिनवानी स्तुति के लिए सब हाथ जोड़ ले।
Yeah.
निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है। इसके लिए जिनवाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है, वंदना शत बार है। 9 बार नमोकार मंत्र।
जय जिनेन्द्र। अनंत अनंत सिद्ध परमेष्ठी भगवंतों की जय हो।
जय
ऋषभादि वीरांते चतुर्षि तीर्थंकर भगवंतों की जय हो।
जय
सिमंदरादि 20 वीरवन तीर्थंकर भगवंतों की जय हो।
जय
सिमंद स्वामी के महाविदेश से सिमंद स्वामी के संदेश लाकर हम सब जीवों के उद्धारक कुनकुनाचार्य इत्यादि सर्वाचार्य भगवंतों की जय हो।
जय
अध्यात्म मूर्ति युग पुरुष गुरुदेव श्री कांजी स्वामी की जय हो।
जय हो।
प्रसन्न मूर्ति भगवती मात की जय हो।
जय
धन्य एकावतारी श्रीमद राजचंद्र देव की जय हो।
जय हो।
जिन मुखोद्भवा जिनवाणी मात की जय हो। जय जयकार हो। जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय जिनेन्द्र सर।
थैंक्स। जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय जिनेन्द्र।
जय
जय
जिनेन्द्र।
जिनेन्द्र।
थैंक यू। बाय। जय जिनेन्द्र।